The Matrix 4 is one of the most anticipated films of 2021. We know little about the story of this new installment, but there are plenty of rumors and theories about who will be the villain. And so in this video, we're going to look over some of the most probable candidates. Welcome to Matrix Explained.
Welcome to the desert of the real.
Let's get the obvious one out of the way first. Our first villain candidate is perhaps the most expected and anticipated one of them all. One of the most iconic villains in cinema history. The rogue agent turned virus and Neo's arch nemesis, Agent Smith. It took the combined forces of Neo and Deus Ex Machina to destroy Smith at the end of Matrix Revolutions. Yet there is the possibility that part of Smith's code remains inside the simulation or in Zion. Actor Hugo Weaving was approached by Lana Wachowski to be part of this new film, but due to scheduling conflicts, the actor could not return, officially removing Agent Smith from the sequel. However, recall that another actor played the role of Smith in The Matrix, so there is the possibility that Agent Smith could make a surprise appearance at some point in the film. An end credits sequence perhaps. We shouldn't rule out the possibility. Visual effects are another way to bring back characters without their original actors. Such was the case with Luke Skywalker in The Mandalorian. A close approximation of actor Hugo Weaving with some CGI touch-ups could bring back Agent Smith to the Matrix. And who better to be the villain than the most dangerous virus to have ever existed in this universe? The one who nearly destroyed the Matrix, and who could be the cause for Neo's return in Matrix 4. Our second candidate is the Merovingian. Introduced in Matrix Reloaded, the Frenchman is described as one of the oldest programs in the Matrix.
The Keymaker.
Yes, he disappeared some time ago. We did not know what happened to him until now. He's being held prisoner by a very dangerous program. One of the oldest of us. He is called the Merovingian.
The origin of the Merovingian is somewhat of an enigma. Not much is known. It is speculated that this program emerged during the Second Renaissance of the Machine War. The Merovingian is the leader of the Exiles, programs that he helped escape deletion, who now work for him. Now don't misunderstand his intentions. The Merovingian is not altruistic or benevolent. Everything he does is for selfish reasons. He wants power, and the more exiles that are placed under his beck and call, the more powerful and dangerous he becomes. The Frenchman could easily be the villain in Matrix 4, given the fact that it was he who caused the breaking of the human-machine truce in the story of Matrix Online, which is still, as of this video, considered canon. The Merovingian represents cause and effect, with plot devices such as free will and purpose being exposed and resolved in the original trilogy. Perhaps cause and effect will be the new plot device that needs to be deconstructed, resulting in a confrontation with the Frenchman and his army of exiles. Also remember that the Merovingian's wife, Persephone, kissed Neo, a kiss that has been theorized was for the purpose to copy Neo's code, thus explaining his return in the simulation. Actor Lambert Wilson, who played the Merovingian, did return to play the character in Matrix 4, which makes him the safest bet of being the villain of the film. Next, we have a couple of unexpected candidates that either one could be the villain in Matrix 4, Neo and Morpheus. Although Neo was the savior, do not forget, he is the integral anomaly. He is part of the Matrix code. After Neo presumably died at the end of Matrix Revolutions, his body was taken away by the machines. The integral anomaly is part of the Matrix's system of control. Neo was supposed to choose to save humanity by letting the people of Zion die and handpick the new humans who would repopulate the city. But instead, Neo made a deal with the machines to spare Zion in return for Smith's destruction. The two parties agreed, and peace was established. Due to what happened to Bane, we know that a red pill can be corrupted. So what if Neo is being kept by the machines to use as a weapon against the red pills in case the truce is broken? This would be the first time that the anomaly would not be empathetic towards humanity. Instead, he would seek to destroy them. If Neo becomes an agent of the Matrix, he would undoubtedly become the most dangerous enemy that the Resistance has ever faced. changing the dynamic of the prophesized savior. And as for Morpheus, well, at first it might seem absurd, so let's recap what happened to this character after the events of Matrix Revolutions. For a long time, Morpheus had faith that humanity would end the war. His faith was so strong that it resulted in the breaking of his relationship with Niobe. The man was borderline obsessed with following the path that the Oracle laid out for him. Originally, Morpheus experienced frustration for failing to identify the One 5 times before he found Neo. His mistake led to the deaths of these 5 innocent individuals, all because he was blindly following the Oracle's words. This backstory gives us insight into Morpheus's obsessive tendencies. When Morpheus found Neo, he finally started to believe that everything the Oracle told him was true, that he had found the One, and the war would soon end. However, his dreams were crushed when Neo revealed to him the truth about the One.
It was a lie, Morpheus. The prophecy was a lie. The One was never meant to end anything. It was all another system of control.
Morpheus's faith was further shattered after his ship was destroyed and when he met the Oracle's new shell.
I know, Morpheus. I can see you are filled with doubt, clouded by uncertainty.
After everything that has happened, how can you expect me to believe you?
Needless to say, Morpheus's convictions were gradually destroyed during the trilogy. He went from being a believer to a skeptic. He was in disbelief when the Sentinels ceased their attack on Zion.
Is this real?
In the Matrix Online, Morpheus went to the Oracle to ask that Neo's body be returned to the people of Zion, but was denied. The machines claimed that they did not have it.
Why won't they give up his remains? They say they haven't recycled them. They belong in Zion, in a holy place. He saved us. He saved them. He saved the Matrix.
Sounds like you found your purpose.
But is it right? Will I be successful?
One doesn't necessarily go with the other, does it?
Morpheus then went on a crusade to disrupt the Matrix and force people to see the truth. His retaliation ended with his death. But what if Morpheus isn't dead? What if he sees the Oracle and maybe his fellow Red Pills as traitors for maintaining the truce with the machines? This is the perfect formula for the birth of a new villain, one who seeks to destroy the truce and take his revenge on the machines and the Red Pills who betrayed him. If a human is to be the new villain of the Matrix, then Morpheus certainly fits the role. He has the best motive based on what happened to him in Matrix Online. Although it has been confirmed many times that actor Lawrence Fishburne is not returning in Matrix 4. But just like with Agent Smith, we don't have to rule out the possibility of a surprise appearance in the film. This would completely change the Matrix paradigm, going from being a war between man and machines to introducing a third party, a new group who wishes to end the truce and destroy the Matrix once and for all. A new rebellion that is loyal to the beliefs of a man who is no longer controlled or manipulated by the Oracle, Morpheus. But do you agree? Who do you think will be the villain of Matrix 4? Will it be someone unexpected or someone from the past, like the Oracle or the Architect? For Matrix Explained, please leave a like and subscribe. And thank you for visiting the Desert of the Real.